Welcome back to the city of Waterside. Now, we've got a slight problem over here. We've actually got a train traffic jam. I think it's caused by this little spur here. So I'm just wondering whether if I can come out here a bit. I think I'm just going to pause the game a bit and just delete that bit there. Come out here a bit and connect to there, and then connect to across to here, like that. I think what's happening is that this spur's a bit too short for the actual station, the trains, and they were actually queuing back across here, and that was actually causing a problem. It's quite interesting that this actually showed up on this map here. You can see where the line's getting quite busy, but this might actually ease the pressure a little bit. The train's going through there. Got a little bit of congestion here, which goes to show that the city's building. It's kind of, this is more of going to be more of an update, look round the city type view there, because you can see that at the moment the growth is slow but steady, and we've got a few problems here with kind of, if I zoom in using the mod, kind of tells us we don't have enough goods to sell. I think that's purely by just the sheer quantity. We really need to start building up the manufacturing base. So I think the next objective will be to kind of try and start opening up a small industrial area here. A general purpose industrial area actually, so I think maybe we're kind of just run the risk of some pollution here. Just kind of run it through here like this, and then what we're going to do is start dropping some. I don't particularly want industrial on that part, so maybe we'll start expanding the industrial this way. Just drop in there. This will be general purpose industrial, just so that this area here can start bringing the ships in, or the raw materials start manufacturing. So it's getting quite tricky, to be honest. I didn't realise, and what I've had to do off camera is I've actually built this office area here with a small commercial area here just to expand over this way, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a path through here before I actually. It's strangely enough, actually managing a large city like this is actually more difficult than the micromanagement that was required by building them up here, because you can see it's just trying to get that flow through. It looks like we're getting a bit of a water and sewage shortage, so I think we're going to have to add on some more sewage capability over here. And I think what we might be able to do is kind of just put a water pump up here, I think, and just connect it through. And of course we're going to have to put power to it, but I don't think that's going to be a major problem. And the reasoning behind putting a water pump here, besides the fact that it will take water out here, is it will spread the load flowing into the city. So we've got a little bit more residential, and I'm inclined to keep growing this part of the city at the moment, residential wise. I think we're just going to keep this kind of slightly irregular theme going here, and we'll just drop a path across here, and then we'll drop a bit more residential into this area. I think power wise we probably don't need these here now, so we can stick those back a bit. That will let me kind of fill in this area a bit, and maybe we'll put a bit of power over here because that will spread the footprint, and then I can fill in this area. And got a little bit of a dead zone here, so I think what I might do is put a sauna in here. Actually no, let's put another park or a plaza in here. Will a plaza fit? Yep. So just to keep the pressure on this part of the city, keep it growing, I think maybe we'll just lay out a few more roads down this way, or the growth of the city. Maybe we'll just come down here like that, come in here, just to keep the city growing up nicely. I think maybe let's come across here. Let's go freestyle. Break the power lines again. So I think we can just come in like that. Just finish this area off. Just have to drop that in there. That's actually the thing. So what we're going to do is put heavy commercial. This is our dezone that. Put some light commercial there, and then maybe open it up a little bit like that to 4 pathways, and then just to counterpoint it, we're dropping a few offices there. The actors start developing a sound barrier there as the area starts to grow. I think we're put some more roads across here like this, and I think we can get in a little bit more of this industrial area here. I can grow, which I think what I will do, provide some form of connection out here. As I say, this is not going to be min-maxed up. This is going to be very much a kind of a freestyle type. Yeah, I think we're past the, oops, can't do that, so let's come in this way. Can't do that, don't want to go through the power lines. So, and again, sneak some pathways in here, give people plenty of reason to walk to these places, and maybe we can a nice little network of pathworks and cycle paths that way. So you can see I want to keep this area north of the highway, so this will be residential, commercial here. I don't want it to be coming to a big tap. And like I said, I would like to keep the green belt open here. So got this kind of road here, and we've got a little bit of a kind of a traffic congestion here joining there, so maybe we'll just pause this, break this off here, run parallel a little while, and like come in that way, and maybe we'll do the same on this side, just to keep these connections a bit shorter than normal, or longer, not shorter, what am I talking about? Like that. So if a train has to queue up for the station, it won't block the main line. Part of me says, is it time to make this connection here, but I'm not quite so sure. There's a traffic light on here, not heavy. So I think we just need to keep the city growing a little bit. Let's get some more traffic in here. Oh, not traffic, what am I talking about? Gonna pause the game again. Just make a connection through there. Just no, I don't really want to. So I think we'll come across like this. Again, it's going to be quite relaxed. I think we'll come across like that. I think because we're using the full 25 tiles, I don't think I need to, as I say, worry about min-maxing these areas up. Yeah, I think we can come across like that. I think up across the back of here were... Nope. Kind of run a footpath across like that. Sorry about my footpath obsession, guys, but I really do like them. And of course we've now destroyed actually what we can do, because then I've actually brought this power line here. And I can unpause the game. And I think we can get rid of these power lines. I think we're now making good connections between the various parts of the city. I don't think we need these power lines now, because there's a small connection there. So actually, let's see if we can strengthen this connection a little bit more. So we'll put some housing across here like that towards the station there. We'll put some, I think we can get away with some light residential along here. Actually, of course, these bit of a big fail here, guys. There's no point us just dezone these areas, because there's no point us having commercial here, because they will have no goods to sell, purely and simply because nothing can get to them. So you might as well just delete these guys out and just, yep, bit of a fail there, guys. Obviously this area here having a problem with deliveries. I don't know, is it a zoning problem? No, it's not a zoning area problem, so unless it's this area here. Let's take out Coleridge. I think we can take Coleridge Heights out, because I don't think that actually benefits anything here. I don't think this is actually even zoned up anymore. Nope. Not enough goods to sell, so obviously what little deliveries are now being sucked up into other parts of the city. Looks like I'm getting quite a bad problem here now with this. I don't know whether it's to do with the fact that nothing's being delivered. Let's just check. I think maybe it's a kind of a, you say, maybe what we need is a station or something here. I can't actually see. Maybe what we need is a kind of a transport hub here. So maybe if I, whoops, take these out, and it's a bit difficult to see. Maybe if I build a kind of a road like that and then bring it in like that and drop a, nope, that's not going to fit, is it? Maybe I need it on this side. So downside of working in the dark, guys, but you can do it. I put a station there and put a good station just here, and then we can connect that up to through to there, and connect that across the railway lines like that. Problem I'm going to have now is how on earth am I going to connect this station up to this area here? This is a bit of a mistake. Moral of the story, guys, do not build in the dark. I think we can do that actually and get rid of that, and then in theory I should be able to, with a bit of creative energy, is wait until it gets daylight. Moral of the story there, guys, is do not build railways in the dark because you cannot see them. So what we're going to just have to do is speed this up a bit, see if we can get through before the end of the recording, and I'll do the connections for that. Maybe if we have another station here, maybe the cargo port here is probably overloaded with all the shipping coming in and going out. We're probably doing what most industries probably do, is export everything outside connections. Yeah, we're exporting vast amounts of forestry products and agricultural products and ore products, but we're importing vast quantities of goods. So I think we need to kind of maybe run down a little bit on the generic industry and start strengthening the... I think this is going to need here. Sorry guys, but I think Florence Square, you're going to have to go to generic industry. I know I wanted to mine ore up here, but I think I need the generic industry flowing in. Maybe, what have I got over here? What's switched off here? What is actually something in this area that's actually switched off? So what is actually switched off in this area? Again, it's working in the dark's the problem. What have we got here? Lathe, I guess. So there's something in here that's actually switched off, but I can't see it. I think, where's the other area here? Maybe it's time to... Yep. Oh, this is normal conventional industry anyway. That's good. Maybe I need to... Well, de-zone this back a bit along this top area here. Make this a bit more conventional industry. It looks very much that I've got to reduce the specialization, and which is going to cause pollution, but I think we're going to have to live with it. And So we can't keep importing, we need to start growing these, so we actually start manufacturing stuff. And maybe we'll get a cargo port, get a cargo station up here that will feed the yeah, but what we'll do is wait for it to get daylight. It's just coming up to daylight, and we're connecting here. See, the demand is dropped off completely, but you don't need to worry too much if the demand kind of ceases. Because quite often it's like I've done, I've just changed the requirements for some of my industrial areas, which is going to result in the dynamic of the city changing. So, and what I've actually done is that. So I think what I can do, if I take off this, demolish this road here and get back to the railway, and if I go down, I think I can hook it into here, underneath there. So we've got another kind of port here, which will, and we can expand this way if necessary. So we've got another cargo port here. I think we're, see if we can get a road up and down to connect to there, so that these trucks, and I'll probably, let's dezone this area here. I don't think we need commercial. I think we'll just make this a lot more industrial here. Getting a little bit messy on the corners, guys, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. And I seem to have come with, we got a power short. Oh, because I think we're just connect you up along there. I still can't work out why that building's not doing what it's meant to be doing. And this is now, don't need these power lines in here. We can stick these back. Probably don't need these power lines here either. So we're growing, the city's growing, we're up to nearly 150,000. This industrial area is growing quite nicely. Part of me says form a link up to there, so I think we'll do that. How can we do this link? Part of me says take this off here. Again, we'll just pause the game because we're going to cut the power lines, and I think if we just come up to probably about there, reconnect the power lines, and what I'm going to do here, are you going to guess? You know what's coming next, guys, don't you? What we're going to do is we're going to build a nice 160 roundabout here. Just I mean, sometimes it's actually more fun really to do these once you get to be a bit more freestyle compared to like the tight constraints of when you're trying to do a tightly gridded and it's got to all look a bit symmetrical. I say, if you live where I do in the UK, you're used to everything looking a bit weird, and and hopefully we will, if I delete these back a bit, and we'll go freestyle, where we can kind of come down like this, and we can kind of curve up like that, and we can just sneak in rows like that, just sneak out those. We've now formed connections just make these straight. It's industrial, not that it has to be straight, but we can probably sneak in some industrial across here. Probably leave this one because it's going to cut the power lines, and I think we could probably, no, I don't think we need to. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So we've now got this part of the city connected. We've got another flow route up through here, which might help the supply of people to this area here. The city's growing slowly, so we've got, probably don't need this. We can move these power lines out to here now, so we can take these out, so we can grow the city out that way. And I think we can just fill in this area here. So what we're going to have is one quick tour around here, so you can see this area now's kind of getting a bit polluted and yucky, but I think it's just the fact with the price we're going to have to pay for this. I'd like to get a footpath connection across here, I think. So I think we're just come up here, come across here, maybe drop down, and kind of come in round this building here. That will allow people from this area here to get into the industrial area to grow the city up that way. Now we've got a footpath there, so maybe we'll just kind of make an up connection here, go across here, down, and just connect that area in there, so people from here can get into that industrial area. So I'm just kind of connecting things up here. Let's just have a quick look here. This area's kind of, obviously they've got a shortage of workers, but for over-educated workers, but I mean that's, we're going to have a lot of over-educated workers eventually, guys, because obviously by the time we start dropping in more universities, that will help. Hopefully, as this industrial area here, hopefully this will be bringing in, yep, cargo transport radius 65. That will start putting in a bit more industry here. So I think we need to concentrate a bit more on the generic industry in this area. Maybe we can get a road across here, and maybe just spark you up a little bit into here. Just to keep filling this area in. Don't want to build out here because you can see there's a queue there. Maybe we can put a little bit of there. So yeah, we'll build this up as a secondary industrial area. And we've got a little bit of a road link here. Just have a quick check. I think this is a one-way road, so maybe we can just spur that off there for when this area starts to grow up. Actually, just have a quick one-way check, make sure I haven't put any one-way roads in where there shouldn't be any one-way roads, to make sure that that's not affecting. Look at that, see, look, see, there's a potential problem there, so we need to, that might actually have had a detrimental effect on the city. This is where this mod is very, very useful. Just check up here. Yeah, got a bit of a one-way flow around here, which is, I think, working quite well. Just make sure that I didn't put any one-way roads in by accident up here. Well, we've got the one big one-way road around here, but I actually wanted that. So, got the water supply running in. So, got enough shipping down here, so much shipping. I think I've put probably a bit too much emphasis on shipping. But we'll do is a quick check. Police. This is fire. Maybe we'll put a fire station out here as well. Just to perk this area up. Maybe a police station. Where's the nearest police station? Yep, I think we could live with a police station here as well. That will keep everyone happy. There's a commercial area here, so maybe we can drop a park in here. Kind of make everyone a bit more happier. Just to keep that going. I think if we keep building the generic industry here, we should be able to solve this problem. So I think if we have industrial parks round the city feeding in to these areas, you know, grow this up, grow this area out here, maybe create an industrial park out here, keep this area growing. This area's a bit restricted. Still can't work out what that's building there. Oh, that's these are the fusion power stations. Yep, all solved. Because of course this thing's producing megawatts of electricity. I don't actually need them. We got this area here. And as it's getting dark, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I think we've pulled through another area. You can see there's a little bit of growth coming in, which is good. And I will continue playing on with this game, the city, so just to keep it ticking over, growing, providing more space for residents. So we'll just have the quick distinct building checks. So we haven't built anything there with the monuments. The official park, we're very, very close to office zones, so maybe that's the next target. And here we've got a long way to get the elementary children, long way to get the industrial zone. Oh, we've got a sports arena to place, but that will be for next time, guys. So we'll be able to put up a sports arena, field and track, so we must have met another target without me noticing. So yeah, 600 service buildings, we've got a long way to go yet. We've got a lot more. I mean, we can spam cheat that if necessary. So, yep. So on that note, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you're finding it interesting that we're actually moving forever forward towards our goals in creating this massive city. We're losing a lot of cash, but it's not a problem. So until the next time, whatever you're doing, enjoy your game.